Hello, people who are not me, and welcome to my next Let's Play, because it's been a while since I've done a Mega Man game, and I kind of want to be done with RPGs for a while after Tales of the Abyss. This is Sire Goku, and I'm here with Mega Man 5. It's been a while since I did a Mega Man game, and the last one I did was 4, and that was a long time ago. Anyway, the plot for this game is relatively simple. Like every other Mega Man game, there's a giant robot rebellion rampage thing going on, but this time, apparently it's Proto Man that's behind everything and not Dr. Wily. Holy crap. Well, that's new. This game came out in 1992. I'm playing on the Mega Man Anniversary Collection that came out in 2004, as you can see by the stuff down there. And like every Mega Man game, we have 8 Robot Masters to deal with. We got Stone Man, Gravity Man, Crystal Man, Napalm Man, Gyro Man, Star Man, Wave Man, and Charge Man. I do kind of miss the thing that was in Mega Man 3, where Mega Man would actually look at the Robot Master you were selecting. But, oh well. Now again, each Robot Master has its own unique weakness. And I'm going to go in my particular order that I like to go in, starting with Gravity Man first. The thing about Mega Man 5, compared to the other games, though, is you really don't have to go in a set order this time. Anyway, since I'm playing on the Anniversary Collection for GameCube, they reversed, for those that don't know or don't remember, they did reverse the controls. So B is jump and A is shoot, but that's okay, I got used to it pretty quickly. You also have the X button, which auto slides for you. If you want to slide normally, you just hold down and then jump to slide. And if you're playing the Anniversary Collection, holding down Y gives you a rapid fire. With Mega Man 5, you once again have the charge shot. But the charge shot got a significant boost from Mega Man 4. And it's just so powerful in this game, it's ridiculous. You really, to the point where you don't even need any of the special weapons in this game at all, because the Mega Buster is just that good in this game. But I'll get more into that later. Here's the gimmick for Gravity Man stage. As you may expect, crossing over these arrows changes the gravity. Down, if it's pointing down, you'll be on the ground. If it's pointing up, you'll go into the air. Now, the thing about being upside down is the controls are reversed. So down is up and up is down. So if you're upside down and you want to slide, you have to hold up and slide. That's pretty much the only thing you're going to have to get used to in this stage. Other than that, it's a pretty basic stage. Which is why I like to go for it first. A lot of people like to prefer to go to Starman first, and I can see that too. The other thing, too, since you're climbing upside down, it makes things a little bit more complicated. I didn't get a chance to explain that, but if you just jump and move forward, you can get that one up. Another thing about Mega Man 5, speaking of one-ups, is this game, I guess people complained that Mega Man 4 was too hard, because at least for me, whenever I play this game, I get tons of one-ups. I don't even intentionally grind for them, I just get them. Maybe I'll eat my words this playthrough and it won't show up as often, and they won't show up nearly as often, but more often than not, I get tons of one-ups in this game. But we'll see how that goes later. Let's check out the pause menu. Well, it looks pretty much the same, pretty standard for your Mega Man games. You have Rush Coil, and you have Mega Man 5 at the bottom. We'll get into what that means in a little bit. One other thing they changed is how Rush Coil works. Normally when you jump on Rush Coil, he'll spring you straight up. But for this one, for some reason, the spring comes underneath Rush and he jumps up with you. When I first replayed this, back when I first got the Anniversary Collection, I did not remember that happened, and that threw me off for a long time. Right there were some cannons. You can destroy them before before they even show up if you time your shots right. And they also apparently don't have any faith in you not taking damage since they're already giving me free life energy right there, but oh well. Anyway, we got these cannons that are going to shoot at you if you don't take them out fast enough. And here's the new giant enemies of this game. Instead of being a giant Cyclops robot, it's these really big sumo-looking guys. As with every Mega Man game with giant enemies like that, they are going to take off massive chunks of health from you if they touch you, so be careful. Also, time your jump here to make sure you don't die by... That's a unique thing. You can die from falling up. But over there we have a letter. If you want to get this, you have to time your jump carefully. Just jump, and then hold right, and you should be able to leap underneath the up arrow fast enough that you get the M. Again, I will explain what those letters are for. I'll explain what those letters do later. I'll just say we may be getting a certain unique weapon if we get all 8 of those letters. Sorry it's been so long since I've played a Mega Man game. I've been having a lot of fun with other games that I got over Christmas. And... well, actually not over... I didn't get very many video games during Christmas. I got a lot of DVDs that I was watching from my brother. But I did end up buying... what's it? Tales of Grace's F and Tales of Zestiria. I recently beat Tales of Grace's F a few weeks ago, which I enjoyed. It's not the best game, but I'll get into that if I ever get to a Let's Play. And I am currently playing through Tales of Zestiria. So, yeah, there's the... But, so that's what I've been up to lately. Looks like we're going into this boss on the ceiling. So, this is Gravity Man. The way this fight's gonna go is he's going to constantly switch the gravity around. Every time he switches, he's most likely gonna fire at you. And the way he shoots, more often than not, the shot's gonna home in on you. It's weird. I don't know how he has a homing shot, but his shot goes on a diagonal, which makes it, like right there, it makes it kind of annoying to dodge sometimes. My best strategy is if you're doing him first like I am, just charge your Mega Buster, and then when he switches around, when he's switching you around, just let go of the fire button when you're eye level with him, and you should hit him more often than not. He's a very easy boss, which is why I tend to go to him first. He does do minor damage with his Buster shots, but really, if you go in with full health, you should have no trouble at all. But for beating Gravity Man, we get the Gravity Hold, which is a screen nuking weapon. It's kind of like the Time Stopper from Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 4, except it doesn't freeze people, it just damages every enemy on the screen at once. And this is the pause menu, this is the password screen. I'm never going to need to use it because I don't need to. And that was a really fast stage. We aren't even 10 minutes into the video and I've already beaten the first Robot Master. Mega Man 5 goes by a lot faster than 4 did. It's about as long as Mega Man 4, but the stages are a lot shorter. Well, most stages are a lot shorter. Anyway, I'm going to go in weakness order, because I always do. So, next up on the weakness chain is Gyro Man. I almost said Gravity Man again there. Gyro Man, of all the 8 Robot Masters, I think he has my favorite theme of this game. It's either him or Stone Man that I consider my favorite. It's hard to say, but I really, really do like Gyro Man's theme quite a bit. Anyway, as you would probably expect, Gyro Man is the aerial stage of this game. So you're going to have to deal with a lot of jumping, and you have these shield attacker enemies. Like most Mega Man games, the hit detection's kind of wonky on the shield. If you stand right next to them and shoot them with a charge shot, the charge shot will normally clip through the shield and you'll still damage them anyway, so that's a good tip for you. You have these rotating saw blade things. They don't kill you in one hit, but they do damage you, like that. Ow. Stupid me. So just be a little bit cautious. The gravity hold that we just got does not get rid of those enemies, unfortunately, but they're not too bad. Now, this is the best part of this stage. You can sit here and farm off of these chickens for as long as you want, and they will just keep spitting out these little chickens here. I'm getting unlucky as heck right now, but a lot of times they will drop life, weapon energy, or even extra lives if you're lucky. Like I said, Mega Man 5, I know it hasn't shown itself yet, but Mega Man 5, whenever I play it, I get lots of 1-ups. Not only do I get 1-ups, but they're just kind of sitting around. Like, not even hiding, they're just kind of there. See, like, I mean, I guess the item drop rate is a lot higher in this game. I'm not sure. But you get lots, but trust me, you get lots, and I mean lots, of power-ups and extra lives from just random drops. And right now I'm just having the most unfortunate time here trying to get around these stupid flying things. Because right now I don't want to try and jump on those platforms there, because what's going to happen is they're going to... There we go. When you jump on these platforms, they're going to be spinning upwards, and then this one's going to spin down diagonally here. So that's why I cleared out the enemies at the top, because I didn't want to be jumping into them and knocking myself off into a pit there. I'm not going to try and go for a no-death run. I can. This game is really not that difficult, but I don't want to die, so I'm going to do my best not to die. And here we have multiple split paths. Once again, with these cannon enemies, you can just keep... There, see? There's my 1-up. They keep coming. I can't... I'm not going to grind for 1-ups, but if I get them, just don't be surprised if I get them, because you just get them easily in this game. Anyway, the fastest way to go is up top here, so that you can just jump over this bottom cannon here, although I'm going to take him out anyway, because that's what I want to do. Also, I mistimed my jump, but... We're just going to ignore the fact that I mistimed my jump there and move on, okay? And we have this giant enemy here. Again, they do massive damage, and they also take a lot of hits, so I suggest kind of just ignoring them. As for these enemies here, the falling enemies are just going to... If you don't move, they're going to drop in front of you, so you won't even have to worry about it. And then these platforms down here are going to fall. Right down there, you see the letter A. What I did there is if you just stand on the first platform underneath the A, wait for it to fall, then as soon as it does, and you hear that jingle that you've picked up the letter, jump, and you should be able to safely jump onto the next platform, and you won't have to worry about dying. Unlike me right there, I screwed that up because I wasn't paying attention. Normally that doesn't happen, but okay, mistakes happen. We're just going to move on from that. I was about to explain that room before I got killed, and that's probably why I got killed, because I waited too long. Anyway, let's try that again. Anyway, let's do this room properly. As soon as you get in, just run to the right, then jump on the platform just before it lands. That way you can avoid the spikes. And you should be fine. Slide real quickly there, and you should have more than enough time to make it through. I think what happened earlier is I just mistimed my slide. That doesn't normally happen. I wasn't going to go... I never said I was going to go for a no-death run. I would have liked for this to be a no-death run, but oh well. Stuff happens. What can you do? That's what that 1-up for was... That's what that extra life was for, I guess, because I just used it. And the last stretch of this stage is pretty simple. You just have to avoid those satellite enemies. And then you have another cannon, which... Oh, see? Free extra life again, so technically I never died. Ha! Oh, also, if you're playing the Anniversary Collection like I am, if you press the Start button, it brings up this extra menu, which is pretty handy because if you're going to not save, it has the password screen right there for you. You can also look at a map of the stage. I completely forgot to show this off. Not that you really need a map. For convenience sake, I'll explain what it is. All the green squares are the checkpoints, and the red square, obviously, that's where the boss door is. Or the boss room. Anyway, I am going to use the weaknesses. You don't need to, because these bosses are so pathetically easy. But this is Gyro Man. He's going to launch a gyro blade at you. Just jump over it and just keep moving forward. Because as soon as you go over it, it's going to fly up and try and attack you. And then when you use the gyro attack, or the gravity hold, you can actually damage him while he's up in the sky. As you noticed there, I was waiting a few seconds between shots, because he's going to have an invulnerability period. If you go too fast, you're going to use up your shots, and he's going to, not take damage from the extra hit. Gyro Man is ridiculously easy. I would say even easier than Gravity Man, even without his weakness. But for beating Gyro Man, you get Gyro Attack, which is a very, very boring name for a weapon, I must say, and the Rush Jet. Let's see, should I do 3 stages per video, or should I stop here for now? I think I'm going to stop here for now. So, sorry if it's a little bit shorter, but I don't want to make these videos too long, because they're Mega Man. It's a Mega Man game. I don't think the videos need to be too terribly long. But anyway, in the next video, we're going to move on to Crystal Man, which is by far the hardest stage in my opinion. I'll see you guys then.